All right, Suruchi. Please take a small pause once video gets over, maybe 10 seconds pause.
MIT Center for Future Skills Excellence, MIT Art, Design and Technology University, Pune. India brings together the world's top tech women influencers leading the exponential technology domain and rising awareness on trending hot topics such as blockchain technology, data science, AI and ML, cybersecurity, cloud computing, metaverse, fintech, robotics, digital transformation and many more.
Join the second International Virtual Summit on Women Frontiers in Exponential Technology from 5th to 8th March 2022. Proudly organized by MIT Center for Future Skills Excellence India. Visit mitfuturesskills.org/WFET or call on 7066995599. Transform yourself into a winning professional.
A very good noon to each and everyone present here. This is Tanushri Bhattacharya. I'll be the host for the session. On behalf of MIT Center for Future Skills Excellence, MIT Art, Design and Technology University, Pune, it is my pleasure to welcome all the esteemed guests and enthusiastic participants from all parts of the globe. This is the second International Virtual Summit on Women Frontiers in Exponential Technology, the platform to get inspired, informed and guided by global technology leaders. At the outset, let me welcome our lovely keynote speaker for the afternoon, Ms. Tanushri Bhattacharya, Director of Finance, InnoWise. Thank you so much for joining us today, ma'am. MIT Art, Design and Technology believes in starting every journey of knowledge by seeking blessings from Goddess Saraswati. May I request all of you to please join your hands for the Saraswati Vandana. Thank you. The MIT Center for Future Skills Excellence, under the guidance of MIT Art, Design and Technology University, Pune, is proud to bring on one platform, women who are world motivators in technology. The second International Virtual Summit on Women Frontiers in Exponential Technology is an attempt to salute women who influence and motivate, along with creating awareness on the power of emerging technologies and career growth. The use of digital technologies to recreate processes for efficient or effective digital transformation is the new normal of today. The goal is to leverage technology to turn an existing service into something much better, rather than simply replicating it in a digital version. What is the role of women in this interesting technology? What are the career opportunities women can look forward to and be a part of this transformation? Our keynote speaker for today will lighten us on the same. We're glad to have with us Ms. Tanushri Bhattacharya, Director, Finance, InnoWise. May I please request her AD?
Thank you, Suruchi. Thank you for this very nice introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I am
Ms.
clear.
Tanushri Bhattacharya is a leader and a director of finance of InnoWise and automation, data science, and cloud enterprise and solutions company. She has an extensive 20 plus years of experience in optimizing financial successes and backing operational excellence in vivid domains across IT and various industries at enterprise scale. She excels in establishing transparency within the business and empowering data-driven decisions, which further removes biases and offers credibility to facilitate highest ROI for its clients. Her multifaceted role, including programming project setup, financial MIS and analysis reports, cost budget preparation, liaising with treasury, banks and government bodies on various compliances and audits. She enthusiastically enables aggressive expansion, key account management and business development activities. She's a staunch believer of digital transformation and driving the new era of growth, development and productivity. Her objective is to enable and strengthen a passionate culture at work powered by the creative minds and innovative technologies that build success. It is our pleasure to have Ms. Bhattacharya join us in the second International Virtual Summit on Women Frontiers in Exponential Technology.
Thank you very much. The stage is all yours now, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and a very good afternoon to everyone. This is a Sunday. I hope that with this webinar, you will take home some very good thoughts and good, prospects for career in emerging technologies. So, first of all, I want to talk about the theme that we have for this International Women's Day, which says that how to promote and we should promote the gender equality for a sustainable tomorrow. What I am going to talk today is more in towards the digital transformation, how women can leverage the digital transformation tech towards their empowerment, right? This day celebrates the achievements and contributions of women and girls in different spheres. What we have seen so far is, despite decades of progress towards achieving equality in the workplace, women still remain significantly underrepresented in emerging tech. The imbalance between men and women in the technology sector is unlikely to be remedied unless organizations, schools, and universities work together and also educate young people about the dynamics and the range of careers which are available today in global market, right, in the technology space. InnoWise wants to change this. Since I belong to InnoWise, I would talk a little bit from InnoWise point of view. We want to change this. We have taken the baton to empower women and the other underrepresented groups to take risk and realize their full potential in the workplace, particularly in the emerging technologies. Since we are into emerging technologies, so I will say more in that point of view, right? So to all the women and girls and to everyone who is attending the webinar today, I would like to say, believe in yourself. A job ad is just a wish list, not an ironclad requirement, right? So women have a chance to be a part of this revolution. And the sooner you enter the world of RPA and other digital transformation technology, the more skills and experience you will gain, right? You will gain more experience. RPA, like it is normally called as robotic process automation. I will talk a little bit of RPA as well, what it is exactly. It is a software bot that transforms your daily mundane tasks, right? A process. Every organization have few verticals like finance, HR, retail, right? Procurement. There are various compliance, IT. A lot of segments are there in every organization. And there are some processes within your organization which are very routine type, very routine, mundane, does not require much of your human brains, right? These are all task based, these are all rule based, and these can be automated through a software bot, right? So this is the latest technology which is called as robotic process automation, commonly known as RPA, right? So it is on its way to becoming a standard for every organization. And this brings a lot of job opportunities with it. Being a woman who pursues a career in RPA now will lead to be one of the veterans in RPA and other technology like artificial or intelligence, data science, intelligent automation, right? These are the upcoming and new digital transformation emerging technologies in market, right? So these women who pursue the RPA will now become and lead one of the veterans in RPA within the few years. Since RPA involves both technological skills as well as the understanding the people, the business stakeholders, the business owners, the segment owners, right, behind the process that one might have selected for the automation. These processes are also called as the use cases, right? It's ideal for a woman because women have the potential to analyze, to understand the problem statement much efficiently. Women are, of course, and definitely committed and dedicated professionals. We just need to encourage and recognize the talent and give women access to opportunities, correct? Within the right skills, mindset, and attitude, women can build successful careers in RPA and intelligent automations. In fact, it's very encouraging to see a lot of women associates participate in RPA or IA related, trainings and hackathons that are happening nowadays. The creativity that they bring to solving problem, right, is amazing. It also helps those various forums that are publishing and promoting information to women leaders, on women leaders to women leaders, which also serve as an inspiration to many budding young women to pursue a career in this field. My best advice to someone who wants to pursue a career in RPA and digital space is to focus on what unique perspective you can add to the table. That goes for everyone, not just women, right? Being different from most within a field might feel like a headwind, but it is imperative, it is significant that you have to always focus, making a headwind your tailwind, right? So being different from most within a field, right? Having different background doesn't mean you're less likely to excel at your job. It doesn't mean that. It just means you have a different set of tools in your toolbox, right? Which can be equally valuable. Research shows that diversity will lead to better results when looking at the bottom line. So there really shouldn't be a reason not to have women in top positions in technology space, correct? Having more diversity in top tech positions will ensure that the industry is not just enabling certain people to succeed, but ensuring that everyone has equal opportunity to succeed. Don't let technical skills stop you. In fact, you don't need to be technical always, right? You don't need to come from a technical background always to work in RPA or similar like technology here in emerging space, right? Emerging technology space. RPA is and should be business driven. So don't hesitate because of lacking of IT skills, right? There are various certifications, various courses that we and all the RPA technology companies are offering, right? There are various networks which provide primitive information. LinkedIn has excellent communities, which in which people who are more happy to share their experience and support you with the technologies. In both B2B and B2C sectors, intelligent automation helps us discover new ways to leverage technology to address real world issues and improve enterprise resilience, right? In many ways, it marks the beginning of the digital and digitization journey for the organizations. In future, we can expect RPA to be implemented in more and more use cases with deeper business benefits. Leveraging process mining and machine intelligence, RPA will drive real-time process analytics that enable the smart decision-making and digital change across the organization. It could be an exciting thing about working as a digital transformation leader or a developer, right? As it is an opportunity to engage with new and emerging technologies that solve human problems, right? Similarly, artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? It mimics the human cognition, correct? And research indicates that all male or predominantly male team leads tend to infuse unconscious gender bias in AI solutions, right? So organizations recognize the pitfalls of this bias and are actively seeking more women to join their AI forces to bring diversity of thought and experience and to increase the relevance and adoption of their AI solutions. From a corporate standpoint, RPA, say AI or machine learning, right? Any digital transformation emerging technology that we have right now, careers pertaining these, right, can provide the flexibility to complete work regardless of location or time, correct? So like we have all experienced during this pandemic, right, that this attribute holds true for tech careers, even when we are not in a time of crisis, right? Tech careers can also work flexibly, that there is a flexibility of work even when the pandemic is not there. But pandemic has really made us understand that tech career can be built from any place, irrespective of location or time, correct? And at InnoWise, we recognized that when it comes to careers in technology, flexibility can be more important than inspiration. With professional and family obligations always in a flux, right? It's important to have flexible work hours and the ability to work remotely. Employers should also encourage networking initiatives and relevant support groups that can advance career growth during work hours. Right. The opportunities for women are plentiful in RPA. At the grassroots level, we should ensure that those of us who are really enjoying careers in tech and RPA space as visible role models to inspire young girls, young career aspirations to continue their study of STEM. STEM, as I think you must all be knowing, this is regarding science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, where we see a lot of women particularly from our country lagging behind, right? To pursue careers in technology and engineering. I would encourage young women to enjoy problem solving, to choose RPA as their career path. It is a growing area with lots and lots of opportunity to innovate and create their space positively and deeply, right? Many studies, case studies, statistically reveal that organizations that have a diverse culture mix of women and men at the leadership level innovate and perform better than with singular, leadership. More women leaders will inspire other women to drive themselves to those aspirational positions. The biggest opportunity in RPA is change in perspective. RPA is becoming more common in all sectors and industries. So the biggest opportunity right now is to be the first RPA person in an organization. You can do that by becoming an expert and on any of the new positions in RPA that has been created, you can be an RPA developer, you can be an RPA business analyst, right? Working with RPA tools, an RPA controller, an RPA manager, right? Just to name a few. Since women are best multitaskers that we have, we don't need to, prove that. That is already known, and that is quite convincing, and possess great potential to be effective analysts, problem solvers, and communicators. I think RPA and the emerging technologies that we have welcome women more and more to to get a space in it. More and more, they should be encouraged to bring in more into this table. I hope this is really, it gives you some understanding and also gives you some motivation to understand and excel yourself in digital transformation and emerging technology space. This will definitely empower the women, right, in coming age, and also the economy. Correct, because IT is a backbone of economy that we can say today as per the stats that we have today. So in IT, with lot of more technology advancements coming in, I think we should along with institutes like MIT, we should bring more influence and more courses pertaining to emerging technology and invite women. Thank you. I am open to questions or anything. Suruchi, you can take it over.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This was an absolutely amazing session. The thing is, women always, are so tied up with multitasking that sometimes to think which, career to choose sometimes is an issue once, they cross a particular certain age. And your session definitely encourages them to, still think of IT as one of the career. Usually we get a little, let's say, apprehensive whether at this time will we be able to understand technology, or will we be able to do something, because pandemic is something which has, it's been an eye opener where it says that you have to adopt technology. You either embrace it or then you're left behind. So
right, Smriti, so not just in technology space, but there are other areas as well, right? In leadership positions specifically. Like I told you, a woman can aspire for a business analyst, controller, or a manager position, right? Which is like I myself don't belong to technology background. My core forte is finance, right? But I understand RPA, I understand the emerging technologies. So you need to constantly upskill yourself. You need to constantly, you need to be encouraging, and you need to take some risk, right? In many times it happens like most of the times, in fact, I would say that women are scared and are more hesitant to pick up a new role, right?
Very true.
So these things should be eliminated. These things we should try to, break those barriers and stereotype thinkings. So this is the major, I think, the major message that I want to convey here. Don't just resist yourself.
So how do you start, Pam? I mean, you yourself are from finance, and then now you have totally switched over, or let's say that you have, inculcated technology also with your own domain.
Right.
So how do women go about it? Like, if you want to switch over or you want to have some skills in technology, how do they start?
Correct. So that is why I said, Smriti, that you need to keep your minds open, right? You cannot just put barriers to your role. You should be open to understand and absorb new technology, to absorb new knowledge, to upskill yourself, right? So it is a long journey, of course, but you should make a start immediately. But now, because in the next age, it will be more competitive world.
Yes.
And technology will stand as the major, you can say, the economic booster. So there won't be any space for mundane tasks. Like RPA, I told you, it will take over all the mundane tasks. So you need to be technologically sound. You need to be technical and understand the new skills in market. So that's why for any upcoming graduates or the freshers who are coming in market, right? They should try and understand that what is latest in the market, what is going to be the future edge, what is the future going to be about. So they should adopt and upskill themselves accordingly. So not just in engineering, right? Engineering is not the very hard and core requirement for entering into any space. It is more about understanding the problem. It is more about becoming logically strong, right? It is more about analysis. You must be good analytically. You should be good. You should be logically good to understand and introduce yourself to new space. Correct. So this is the kind of boldness that every woman should have. They should not get influenced by the stereotype social or community. There are still a lot of, in cities as well, we see, forget about villages and remote areas. In cities also, we see a lot of socio and community barriers, right, put on women. So there are a lot of challenges that women come across in opening up, in entering new spaces. So this is the time now. I think the time is changing a little bit. The stereotype thinking amongst the parents are also changing. So future is about women. Future is about equality, right? So I think everyone should understand that and should make an initiative. That is more important, right? That initiative should be made. So this is all about it, and it is a journey, right? It is going to be an ongoing journey.
Absolutely. So, now that you say it, there was also a question by one of the students, and I would like to add in the same thing. The question was, what aspects of RPA or automation in general get you excited? But I would like to add up, like, you are on a journey of technology now. So how did you start with it? What made you switch to this?
Okay, so I had been in IT industry since long, right? So although my core forte was finance all throughout, but I had been in IT for around 10-15 years, right? So I have seen how IT can change and how IT is transforming from like we during our ages, we used to see DOS, Excel, right? And now we are into artificial intelligence space.
True.
Correct. So this is evolving and it will evolve further And there will be a time when IT will take over everything. The technology will take over everything. So like if I am in finance, if I have to talk from my domain perspective, there are a lot of use cases which are like, which does not require my brain, right? There are so many Excel workings, there are so many reports, there are so many compliance related, then MIS related procedures, which are very mundane. This is time consuming. You don't have to apply much of your mind. So these typical kind of use cases will be simply picked over by RPA. And then what remains will be, you have to think more. You have your brain free to think about more strategic and other segments where I can do much of business development. I can work with the leaders to bring the business more into a more prosperous position. So all these areas open to you when your tasks get automated, right? So this is the need of time, and this will be the future, because in future people brains will be more about intellectuals. It will think and it will emerge new technologies, and the technology will take over the tasks that humans generally do, right? So it will be a machine age in future. So your brains will be leveraged to different activities. You have to multitask, right? You have to multitask. You have to leverage your brains into more intellectual kind of activities. You need to expand your mind. You need to absorb more things, right? So this is going to be the future, and the success will be depending upon your mindset, correct? So this is how it is going to be. So these freshers and the community will, and every audience that has joined today, need to understand.
That's so true, ma'am. Ma'am, and women leaders like you are the ones who influence other women to take up their first step towards technology, towards automation.
In fact, in InnoWise also, we have currently a 60 to 40 ratio, right, of men and women, which we are trying aggressively to bring it to 50-50, right? So we have this thought, we have this mindset, and we are struggling to get this in position as per our expectations.
So on that note, I in fact would like to add up a question here as to, if people want to join with InnoVoice, what are the skills that you are looking for and what should they be ready with?
I already talked about the skills that we are looking upon. We are into RPA space. We are into artificial intelligence and data science space, right? With RPA, we are gold partners with UiPath. Okay, UiPath is the worldwide, the prominent tool that we have for RPA, right? We are partners with Automation Anywhere as well. Okay, so as currently we are serving around lots and lots of Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 companies, along of which there are a couple of clients who belong to Fortune 10 companies, right? So we are working with very big companies, and we started off in 2017 and headquartered at US, Texas. Then we gradually started our offices in India as well as Singapore, right? So there is a lot of opening currently as also with InnoWise, and we are just looking forward to have more and more skilled enthusiasts. Also, we are also hiring few freshers as well who have a very good understanding and logical sense, right? So people, if they are watching this webinar today, can join in, and they can post their resumes. Our website is has already the ads posted for the career placements, so they can look forward and they can join.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for that plethora of information, the motivation and encouragement which women need today to complete that gap of
Correct.
gender diversity. So definitely looking forward to more such sessions from you, ma'am. And I am glad and I appreciate that InnoWise has always been very close partners with MIT Center for Future Skills Excellence, which was conceived basically with the idea to help upskill students, women, working professionals, everyone, every career aspirant, every tech aspirant to upskill with future exponential technologies. Now, that's the reason why we also offer postgraduate diplomas curated by industry experts on AI and ML, cloud computing, cybersecurity, blockchain, data science, Internet of Things, robotic process automation, and so on. And we also cater to short-term and certification courses and on all the emerging technologies. So good. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your session. Now back to Suruchi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And a bigger thank you to our keynote speaker today. Ma'am, your words upon women's role in technology and flexible times for work hours and the importance that it holds in the field like that of yours, along with the scope for women in RPA. And this was an absolute honor to listen to. Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So events like these are possible only due to the constant support and encouragement from Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karad Sir, Executive President and Vice Chancellor, MIT ADT University. His blessings make such sessions eventful. A big thank you to our mentors, Dr. Anand Chakradeva Sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Mahesh Chopre Sir, Registrar, MIT ADT University, for their constant cooperation and motivation in such events. I extend my sincere appreciation to all the deans, directors, HOIs, and HODs at MIT ADT University. Your support encourages us and progress and flourishes. I am indebted to our ecosystem partners who supported and guided us throughout the International Virtual Summit organization. A huge thank you to our knowledge partners, University at Buffalo, Blockchain Think Lab, California Science and Technology University, Center for Finance, Technology and Entrepreneurship, Natalie EV Consulting. Thank you so much to our technology partners, Asset Rush, Kaleido, Big ID, PayMonk, InnoWise, Steezy, Settlement, Securo, Robotex India, and Radacad. A big thank you to our education partners who cooperate and motivate us all in the courses and events, Microsoft, Salesforce, ATOS, SAP, EduPeer, AI Beehive, CloudTat, and Skills Factory. Thank you so much to our community partners, OWASP Foundation, Women in Cybersecurity and Privacy, InfoSec Girls, India Blockchain Forum, Global Blockchain Business Council, Women in Blockchain Talks, MKAI. Our inspiration is our innovation partners, AIC MIT ADT Incubator Forum, CerebroSpark Innovations LLP. Thank you so much to our certification partners, True Scholar, and a bigger thank you to our digital marketing partner, Brand Niti Integrated Strategic Advertising and Media Agency. Finally, I'd like to thank the audience from the bottom of my heart who took out their time and joined us today. I request you to kindly share your valuable feedback. The link will be shared in the chat box shortly. Please note that the plethora of sessions that are lined up for today can be seen on your screen, or you can go up on www.mitfuturesskills.org/WFET. Let us meet once again using the very same link at 2 p.m. for the session While You Embrace Technology, Make Sure Technology Embraces You by Miss Alice Cole, Independent Corporate Director, Bank OZK, and Global Innovator and Influencer. We hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.